Hiya folks, I'm Grim, and welcome to Grim Grooves, a channel where I react to and review music of all kinds. Today we'll be checking out the Hiroyuki Sawano project, Attack on Titan suite. I'm excited to look into this because I've never really heard anything from Attack on Titan. It's one of those shows that I know is amazing, I just haven't gotten around to it yet, so I'm really curious to see what this will be, and a few people on my Patreon were asking me to do this after I did the JoJo song the other day, so I figured, what the heck, why not check it out? I always like a good orchestral kind of versions of different music and things like that, especially if it's done well. And this one has been very highly rated, so this will be really exciting. But if you got anything else you'd like me to check out, throw it down in the comments. And while you're down there, it would only take a second, and it'd help out so much if you'd hit the like button and subscribe. And you can see all the new content I'm putting out, 2 videos a day, all kinds of new stuff all the time. Like, I never get tired of this, it's awesome. And I've also got a Patreon. I'd like to thank everyone who supports me over there. It means so much. And I've also got a Discord if you'd like to come hang out and check that out too. Without further ado, let's check out the Attack on Titan suite from Hiroyuki Sawano project. Project emU. That's cool. We're only a minute in. This is crazy. Like, that vocalist is so talented. Like, you can tell right off the jump from the first bars she sings. Like, just such incredibly talented vocalist there. And the rest of this group is also doing a fantastic job. Like, the cello music there, like, oh, this is already so good, and I'm only a minute in. I can only imagine how good this is going to get as we go on. Let's see. Piano, too. Just when you think she's hit the peak, she keeps going. Like, that was crazy. Crazy bar. I actually want to get that little bit again just because it's so crazy. And also the music in the background, like that guitar melody is so fantastic as well. Like, this is just incredible. I could see why people's asked for it so much. Like, holy crap. That bass line, wow. The cello is also doing work. Like, the most prominent features of this so far for me have been obviously the vocals. The vocalist just insanely good, And then the cello, like just really interesting, ominous cello music. And I've heard some parts that like I know some things about Attack on Titan. I know how dark and messed up and crazy it is. So I'm excited to check out eventually when I do. But yeah, this music seems like it fits that perfectly. Like it's very foreboding, very ominous, like very anxiety inducing kind of thing, but still so awesome, like so well done. This is crazy. Remember what I said about how good this vocalist is at the very beginning of the song? Like, damn. Like, she keeps getting better. Obviously, they, like, sampled her voice there and repeated it while she sang over top of it, but, like, she's harmonizing with herself, and it's amazing. Like, it's just so incredibly well done. With this, all the strings in the background and everything, it's so intense. Like, this entire thing so far has just been, like, ramped up to 11 in intensity. And again, once like from what I know about Attack on Titan, like the little bits, it seems like that it's all fitting, like very imposing, very like stress-inducing, very intense. Like these are things that I've kind of heard people talk about Attack on Titan, so just hitting it so hard. And this section is just so crazy because her sustained notes are just so high quality, like such a skilled musician in general, like to be able to do something like this. And it's crazy, like just it's like perfect pitch, and it's just so well done. It just hits so hard. And when she layers, or when they layer her voice on top of itself and harmonizing with like her own voice, like it's amazing. Different vocalist. I'm guessing we're going into a different song now. This is interesting. Like, that first song was crazy. Like, the vocalist was so skilled, and I'm curious if this other vocalist will be able to kind of hit the same amount of intensity and craziness that this first one did. Like, I'm really curious who these people are. Like, I'll have to look in afterwards to see more of their work or something like that, because this is insane. Like, I had no idea what to expect going into this other than just great anime music done, like, in kind of an orchestral setting or whatever. And this is so far beyond what I expected it to be, and we're only one song in. Anyways, let's keep going and see what else we got. Let's go, cello guy. Great vocalizations. this is crazy too. Like that vocalist is, I don't know if I'd say that she's quite as good yet as the other one we heard. I haven't heard her range quite as much, but it's still very good. She's still incredibly incredibly talented in this avenue. And like that cello player, like the way like that, like edging the bow along the side of the string and making that like discordant, dissonant sound added so much, like it's so much more tension and so much more dread. Like it's almost like horror music. It works so well here. This is like they're all just obviously such skilled musicians and know exactly what they're doing. They're just killing it. Like this is crazy. Okay, I gotta give props to that singer. They're both incredibly talented. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to edge one over the other just yet because they're both, like, this one has the incredible vocalizations and the more sultry, deeper voice, and it hits really hard for some of these notes that she's hitting. Like, and it doesn't really matter that they're different. They were singing in different languages. That has no bearing on it for me. Like, just because I speak English and she's singing English, it's, yeah. Like, I'd say they're pretty much equal in terms of talent. I haven't heard her do crazy sustain notes yet, but that's not the only like criteria for what makes a vocalist incredibly skilled. Like she's already hit so many fantastic like vocalizations that just sound incredible, and then the notes she's hit in the singing, like it's also hitting so hard. Like very skilled vocalists, very skilled musicians in general here. So many, it's clearly like this is crazy and so awesome to see. Yeah, definitely talented. Wow, and that guitar melody too. Wow, another one. Heavy mix on the drums. The bass. It's such an amazing level of production too here, where like not only cinematography, like in a sense of the cinematography here, panning around and like the black and white scale and everything like that. For this section, obviously, it wasn't the whole thing, but it looks beautiful. But the way that they've done the mix of the music is also incredible. Like again, that last section, the drums came in so heavy, that the percussion section came in so heavy and hit so hard, and the bass is like in the forefront of the mix too, like just such a crisp bass melody there, and then everything else is kind of in the background. You have like the synth elements also there, fairly prominent, and then as they shift things up, I'm sure they'll shift it more into different sections of the mix, and just it emphasizes certain elements more than others in a group that has so many different artists and stuff like that. being able to hit so hard. It's important to be able to kind of put different melodies to the forefront that you need to for the sake of the song. And yeah, they're just, it all sounds so amazing. Like, it's such high quality audio. It's all so amazing. This is crazy. Such a good guitar melody. Wow, and then it goes back to color. Like, that was just an intense instrumental section with the like choir style vocals in the background. Like, it was really, really cool. Like, just driving guitar melody there, driving intense drums and everything. Like, wow, that hits so hard. Just keep going. This has been insane. This is a far more emotional song compared to the last few. Like, the other ones were just intense, like incredibly intense. This one, there's definitely a lot of emotion to it, a lot of sadness to it. Like, you hear those strings just like crying there, and it just sounds so amazing, but so touching and beautiful. And this vocalist is much more melodic, I would say, like, and such a beautiful voice. Like, they have so many talented vocalists here, so many talented artists. Like I said before, like, they're just such an amazing group of musicians. Like, I actually want to go back and get that section again because those vocalizations were so good. And also, before I didn't want to pause it because I was just so enraptured by this, but like, the different guitar melodies were so fantastic as well. Like, the acoustic guitar along with the electric guitar and the bass all going at the same time. Like, a couple of just such prominent bass notes there that just sounded amazing there. And then you go into more of the mix of the different strings. We had the violin on top of everything else, I think, there. And they were just killing it. Like, it hits so hard, and like along with these vocals, it's just amazing. I'm gonna get that again because yeah, like look at all these guys just killing it, absolutely killing it. Such a great drum melody too. I normally don't focus much on the drums because I'm more of a rhythm person or vocals and things like that. But this drum melody, like the end part, the like it's such an interesting like arrangement of I don't know, just arrangement in general. And it hits so hard, like in the background of the rest of the melodies. And it's interesting now that they're focusing on just the drums and like making it more prominent because it is a really interesting like again arrangement of the drums. It's unique. It's fairly unique even from the rest of the music we've heard here, and it's fairly prominent, and it works really really well behind everything else. Sounds completely different song, I'm guessing. This one sounds sad but hopeful, which is completely different from what we heard before. The last song, I'd say, it felt like resignation. It was like there was definitely sad things going on, like maybe people were lost or difficult things had happened, but people seemed like the last song seemed like resignation. It was the feeling I got more than anything. Like we've resigned ourselves to our situation. We will fight and we will overcome this. This one's very hopeful. Like things will work out eventually, or I don't know. We'll see. It's only just the first couple seconds. Despite everything else that we've heard so far, this part might be my favorite, just because I absolutely adore a good violin section. The acoustic guitar coming in here sounds so amazing. Like I didn't expect this to come in as well. Like it's just all hitting so hard, like especially that string section there. It's so hopeful and so beautiful and so different from everything else we've seen. It's like, I don't know, when you see in like a horror or like a action movie, a war movie or whatever, and like there's just destruction everywhere, and someone finds a flower growing in the destruction or something like that. That's the feeling of this song to me. Like everything's all messed up and everything like that, but there's still beauty, there's still hope, and that's kind of the feeling I get from this song. It's so beautiful. That reverb. That electric guitar melody, driving electric guitar melody behind everything else, behind this acoustic, like, oh, and the drums are also fantastic. Like, this is just all so beautiful, and it's such a departure from everything else we've heard today. Like, most of them have been incredibly intense, incredibly hard hitting. Even the more melodic one that we heard for it before, the third song we heard, it was still fairly intense, whereas this is fairly light overall. Like, it's not that crazy, it's not that intense. It's just like soft and beautiful for the most part. And these acoustic sections with the echo on the acoustic guitar and the reverb and everything, it's so amazing. Like, the sound is so amazing. It sounds incredible. And yeah, I'd like a whole like 18 more minutes of this, just like this kind of thing. That'd be amazing. That was the end. I thought it might be because I saw the other vocalist coming up, but bit of synth behind. This is incredible though. That male vocalist absolutely killed it coming in there, and then with the more melodic female vocalist behind, it just they pair so well together, and like it's like the soft and the hard kind of mixing together, and yeah, it's just beautiful. This is all so beautiful. Like, it's all so stunning. I can't believe like I'd never looked at anything like this before. I don't think I've ever heard any kind of orchestral arrangements of any kind of anime music. I mean, if they got more really good stuff, I would not mind checking that out, because this is already amazing. those harmonies with those two vocalists are just so touching and so beautiful. Like, this is like a fight song almost. Like, it's like, or it's the type of thing where like the main character is like about to lose a fight or something like that. They're about to give up, and then this song starts to play, and they have the redemption arc, or they like, this also feels very much like redemption, or like overcoming incredible difficulties and like finding that strength within yourself to do that. It's the vibe I get. I mean, again, it could be wrong, but so beautiful. And again, the harmonies between the two of them are just incredible. Like, the male vocalist is definitely in the forefront here, but they're both so talented that it hits so hard, and all the music in the background is just addition to that, those incredible vocals. It's crazy. Wow. Just end with that guitar. That was crazy. Absolutely stunning. Are we gonna get credits? Eliana, Leiko, Jimmy, MPI, and Leiko. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Like, I'll definitely need to check into more from these guys, because this was insane. Like, from the beginning to the end, they were all amazing. And I don't know if these songs are like opening songs or closing songs, or if they play in the show or what, but regardless, they were all amazing. Like, that was insane. Just insanely well done, every single one of them. I'm like at a loss for words for how intense and awesome that was. Like, I'm very glad you guys suggested this, because this was insane. It's so crazy. Just get to the end and see if there's anything else. The other credits. All music, Hiroyuki. Oh yeah, the musicians here absolutely killed it. Every single one of them, every single person here killed it. Like, they deserve all the praise. This was insane. Hiroyuki Sawano, like, absolutely crazy. Like, I still say the one, like, probably the fourth song was my favorite, because again, the just heavy prevalence of the violin and the acoustic guitar, and it was just such a beautiful song overall. Like, the vocals parts, like all the songs with vocalists, like, they were all incredibly good. Like, I don't know which of the four I'd be able to pick would be like my favorite of the ones with the vocals, but they're just all so good. But yeah, I don't know. This was incredible. But anyways, thanks for hanging out and watching my reactions. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, later days, folks.
On ice and